What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all having a great day today. And today we're going to be going through the Chapter 3 Season 2 update, and I'm going to be reviewing it, including my wish list. So first of all, we've got the map here. This is the new map, and there's the red lines around, which indicate the IO areas, and the blue for the resistance areas. And there's no building, so yes, no building. You guys heard that right? There's no more building in Fortnite. This is a pretty big change, and I was not expecting this to happen in the season. Everyone saw iFireMonkey's tweet, if I'm not wrong, and he was talking about that building would be removed this season for 9 days. Nobody believed it at first, but when we logged on, we couldn't believe our eyes. We didn't have building, and it's only in pubs, and it's not in arena or any competitive playlist or creative. But it's a pretty big change to the main game mode of Fortnite, and I don't really see how it will go well. Right now there's a bit of argument going on in the community if it should stay or it should go. Many people hate it, many people like it. I personally don't like it, but it's pretty interesting what Fortnite is trying to do. They just remove the main fundamental of the game, and well, they are maybe trying to get the casual audience to join the game. With less building, there'll be less sweats, but usually the sweats with good aim. But the people that play in the past, play Fortnite in the past, and they quit after lobbies got too sweaty, they usually also have good aim. So I'm expecting them to cope. Building has been wiped out, and as we know that, to maintain cover we have Overshield. So Overshield is extra 50 shield, and it's our first line of defense for so before our shield or health takes any damage, Overshield will crack, and it will, if you don't take damage for 5 seconds, it will start going up. So when you're gliding down to the map, you'll have 50 shield. So whenever you're trying to fight someone off spawn, you gotta hit them for 150 to kill them one shot. So shotguns are not as OP off spawn now. There's sprinting, the tactical sprint that was leaked quite long ago. It has been added. There's a faster default movement speed, so we usually run faster anyways. Now we can sprint also. So it's pretty interesting, and I think they'll do it well, just like how they did sliding. They implemented sliding pretty well, and I hope that Fortnite will make this a good change to the game. That's all I really have to say for this. Shoulder bashing related to sprinting, not much to say. You just sprint into a door, you bash some people. Dismantling, we didn't really know much about this. I don't think there was leaks as far as I know. And well, you gotta gain the high ground, so you can just climb up walls, you can climb up builds, ramps, stairs. Well, ramps are stairs. Um, Cones and floors, so you can just roofs. You can just climb up them. That's really all there is to say, and same thing for this then compared to tactical sprinting. Hope they'll implement it well. New resistance equipment, we got the combat AR. The combat SMG, like the combat AR and the combat pistol, is a lot of recoil, just like them, but so far I've played the game, it's very overpowered. We'll get to that later. Rarity, common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary. Its class is submachine gun obviously, and the ammo type is light ammo like every submachine gun in the game. DPS of 240 for common, 288 for legendary, scary. Damage 20 for common, 24 for legendary, scary again. Fire rate 12, magazine 32, scary. Reload time 2.64 seconds for common, 2.16 seconds for legendary. Critical hit damage is 2 times, very very scary. So the legendary hits for 48 damage headshot. Scary. These are all the stats for all the combat SMG rarities on the screen right now. You guys can just check them out. I'm just gonna say this: the combat SMG is more powerful than Stinger. Yes, You guys might know that by now, but some of you might not. While the combat SMG is more powerful than a Stinger SMG. Stinger SMG was the SMG we had last season, and this is scary. This is a scary time for Fortnite. Striker Burst, we all know. Common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary is assault weapon or assault rifle. Uses medium ammo. DPS 108.2 for common, 131.4 for legendary. Decent. 28 damage for common, 34 for legendary. 3.86 fire rate. Magazine size 20. Understandable. Real time 2.86 seconds for common, 2.34 seconds for legendary, and the critical hit damage is 1.5. This is, I think, less overpowered than the MK, so I think we shouldn't have much problems, but it is a red dot sight with a burst assault rifle, which is pretty overpowered. Less overpowered than MK, but more overpowered than the actual burst. The stats are up here, you can pause the screen if you want to check them out. I don't really have much to say about this except that all the rarities look like orcs now. There's no more FAMAS icon for the striker burst. There still might be one for the burst, but this is the striker burst, so it's different. Chapter 3 Season 1 returners. Ranger AR, I'm fine with that, but it was bad for its time. Striker pump shotgun. I wanted this to be in the game, I'm fine with this. Auto shotgun, I wanted the tag to be in the game instead. Sidearm pistol, I don't really look at pistols. I think it should be balanced. Sting SMG, why is this still in the game? Hunter bolt action, nobody uses this. Why is it in the game? Shadow tracker exotic, marksman shooter exotic. The dub exotic, I like the dub. Other things I don't really care about. And boom, sniper rifle exotic. I think that the sidearm pistol, the striker pump, and the ranger are fine. Sting SMG, why is it still in the game? And Volta weapons, thermoscope AR, I think this is either my favorite AR or my second favorite. Infantry rifle is the one that competes for the spot of number 1. But it's been adjusted to semi-auto, fires faster, reduce damage, increase recoil. Drum shotgun is also in the game, adjusted to fire slower, more damage and tighter spread and a better fall off. Revolver fires faster, reduce damage, high accuracy, I think that's fine for the revolver. Remote explosives, talk about this later. Increase damage against vehicles, thermoscope, revolver is exotic. I also like this exotic, I think it's my third favorite exotic. It's the Hot Rock Dualies, then it's the dog, and the thermoscope revolver. Storm Scout sniper rifle, my fourth favorite exotic, and donut weapon, shockwave grenades. Shockwave grenades and remote explosives. This is interesting season, very interesting. Seems broken. Remote explosives, I don't know why they're still in the game. Well, not why they're still in the game, why are they added to the game and my wish list. I did talk about shockwave grenades and why they should not be in the game. Impulse grenade should be instead. And well, remote explosives speak for themselves. They're C4s. C4s are not meant to be in the game. Any types of explosives are not meant to be in the game because they're overpowered. I'm not sure if you guys played PUBS last season, but the grenade launcher was overpowered. The shockwave launcher in Season 8 was overpowered. There's not much I can say except for these types of weapons can be, well, overpowered. They just don't deserve to be in the game. And Epic should at least take them off competitive. I'll talk about this later. And that's really all I have to say about all of these unvaulted weapons. I think that the other guns are okay. Revolver, I like the revolver has been added. Same thing for the thermoscope. But now we have a thermoscope AR, we have the striker burst AR, and we have the range AR. So that's a lot of ARs in the game. Now you can use SPAZ to turn the tide of, well, the season, the storyline. I don't really look much into that. If enough people want me to go through the storyline content, I'll do it. But for now, I'm not doing that. Um, this you can unfold an item, which is the turret device. You can either help install light turrets or heavy turrets and pro resistance sights, which is the 7 sights, the one with the blue outline. Um, and with the former, get the classic mounted turret experience. So when in season A, when you voted for the mounted turrets, it's basically like that. There's not much difference except for the fact that it's reskinned, so it fits the theme of the season a bit more. You can do heavy damage to vehicles, so you can break vehicles very fast. I'll also get into that later when we go through what vehicles have been added to the game. And, well, you can vote using a bus like season 8, when there was the vote for Fresh. Many people didn't like it, but I think what Fresh asked for was pretty good. And I think that, I think if he does vote for Fresh again, I think he'll lead the charge, and I think he'll do great things in the community. I hope he doesn't fail me. That's all I have to say. Balance changes to for shot accuracy, such as the range AR. It'll be more smooth, resulting in near perfect spread accuracy moments. So your shots will be more streamlined. Well, like they'll hit around the same area. Competitive notes. Remote explosive and shockwave grenades are now included in competitive playlists. This is what I was talking about earlier. Luckily, they are not in competitive playlists, but this also means that we have no mobility, almost no mobility. Also, we'll get back to that later relating to what vehicles have been added. Sorry for all the getting back to later. I just wanna put everything in one section. So yeah, item unfold voting will not take place in competitive playlists. Makes sense that you only get 50 gold per match. Storm search intervals have been increased from 5 to 10 seconds. This is a bit scary. Storm search hasn't changed ever since it was added back in chapter 1. It's always been 5 seconds you take damage. And I don't know why Epic are changing this right now. There hasn't been any big issues with Storm Surge. People do struggle with Storm Surge, but that's usually their fault. Um, they don't get attacks, and that's what they should do if they wanna maintain their Storm Surge. Maybe they got flamed by Tayson fans, cause he really not true. He didn't perform as well as many people expected in FNCS Grand Finals last season because of Storm Surge, so maybe that's the reason. I prefer this not to be in the game, but let's get to the next thing. POI position in the land and sky. The IO are locked head to head. To claim the island's POIs, you can tell if the POI is occupied by IO. There's the IO Blim, Titans, IO Guards, or Siege Cannons. Titans and Siege Cannons, we'll talk about that just in a moment. While a POI is occupied by the resistance, may feature armor battle busters, yes, and the turrets. IO blimps. There's blimps in the sky now. You can get a bird's eye view of the island. This might seem intimidating, but you can also go up to them. You can access the blimps from the ground. They're attached to the ground via zip lines. So zip up to IO blimp and claim its loot for yourself. How do you get back down? You could use a zip line. Draft off a fan or launch yourself with a siege cannon. So there's 3 ways to get down. That's good. So if someone's just camping you down at the zip lines, there's still ways to get out of the sticky situation you might be in. But the problem might be going up. There's only one way to go up. Using the zip lines. There's 4 zip lines on every blimp, if I'm not wrong. If you're playing squads, one person is at every zip line. You're gonna get a bit screwed. You're just gonna get laser on the zip lines. Could be bad for you. And there's loot there, so well, a duo could land there, and yeah, more loot on the map. The siege cannons have been added. Basically these are cannons from World Cup era. I think they were added in Chapter 1, Season 8. Let's hope you can't launch sort of sideways like Ninja and get shot off the map. And we know that this can still happen, but you can't get shot off the map and die, so that's good. Use the IO's artillery against them. IO Titan tanks. Tanks. Why tanks? Why is Epic doing this? Are they trolling us? I have no clue, but now there's tanks in the game. Yes, tanks. You guys heard that right? There's tanks in Fortnite now. You can just break through builds easily. It's like a truck, but it's more overpowered. You can shoot people with a turret. You have well, a launcher like the boats in your tank. And it has 2,500 health. Kept that last because 2,500 health, very funny. You can also repair them now with repair torches that will be talked about just right after this, and tanks that you can heal and do shit ton of damage. Yes, yes, very funny, Epic, very funny. I hope they remove this very soon, cause this is 100% not um not applicable in the game. The meta might make this easier to destroy, but tanks. That's all I have to say. Repair torches. You can heal your vehicles now. There's 200 users inside this, which is pretty overpowered. You can also fill these at gas pumps. Something like same thing as that gas cans. And they heal more than 200 health from a car, so the idea is good. The implementation is a bit overpowered, because now you can just carry these around and you can just keep healing out your tank. So as long as you have these and a gas pump in zone, you can never run out of heals for your car or your tank or whatever. And now one person can just drive and another one can just heal your car in endgame, so you can just drive around with no problems of healing. So yes, interesting again. So crowns have been reset this season. Ranger gotta get up his crowns. That's all I have to say about that. Chonka off-road tires have been in the game since Chapter 2 Season 8, quite long ago. Haven't been any more car changes, so now there are a cow catcher. You can break through builds basically instantly, and you can also put this on the ground to shield yourself. And in arena, these are glitched or broken. However, you would take this, you put it next to builds, you can just break into it. Exploit is like crash pads, but more overpowered because you barely need any skill to do this. Just put it next to builds and your opponent can't build there, and you have an easy shot on him. Yup. Armor battle buses. You can fund these too. Armor battle buses. Intimidating metallic machine. Very good statement by Epic. Chonka tires, cow catcher, and turrets. Yes, a light and heavy turrets. So you have two turrets that your teammates can get on, and you have Chonka tires and cow catcher. Okay, so this is pretty overpowered. Now we're riding battle buses in game. Season 2, Chapter 3, Season 2 Battle Pass. You can pause to check the names of the skins. Doctor Strange is in, Prowler's in, Gunner's in. Reprogram the Omni Sword pickaxe. This is pretty good usage of the extra styles skins. And well, we've been briefed on what tactics and tools we have. Take on your opponents in ultimate battle. 0 point in the Chapter 3 Season 2 resistance. Yes. Pumps maybe back in this picture. I'm really not sure. Maybe a new gun. thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the new season. I also hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys next time. Bye guys.